What's up, dudes? Here's the message. The functioning alcoholic's hypocrisy is completely mortifying. So, there might have been a very toxic soul tie. Somebody may have... The contract is over between these two people. It's an empath and a narcissist. Something like that. The empath may have a drinking problem. They may have tried to self-soothe for dealing with the functioning alcoholic. Both are alcoholics. One is a narcissist and one is an empath. And the narcissist kept pointing out, this empath, they didn't say it that way, this person, they're an alcoholic. They're an alcoholic. The alcoholic may have gone to treatment or something. Never returned home to a dry house, though, because the judgy person is also an alcoholic. So they constantly set the person that they kept pointing out and saying, they're an alcoholic, up to fail. That person never got a dry home to come home to. So newsflash, all you narcissists, if you are married or living with or have a child with an alcoholic, you are now living a dry life. Welcome to marriage. You don't get to say, well, that's their problem. I don't have a problem. No, you have a problem. If you can't keep that house clean of alcohol for that person to come back, then you're a fucking alcoholic too. And you set that person up to fail every fucking time, and then you judge them and pointed fingers. All because you couldn't get rid of your own fucking alcohol. It's the functioning alcoholic, the narcissist, judging everybody else, but never having a clean home for that person to come home to. Constantly setting them up to fail. Hiding their own alcoholism through the other person who self-soothes because of the abuse of this fucking person. All right? Who's this message for? Who's this message for? Who's this for? Functioning alcoholics are pretty fucking dangerous. It's for Capricorn and Libra energy. Listen up, Capricorn and Libra. Functioning alcoholics are pretty fucking dangerous because they're snobby, they're know-it-all, they set you up to fail, and then they point fingers when you fail. Number 4 might mean something. What's the message? Yeah, now Spirit's saying, no, that's an alcoholic too. Very toxic. Prudence. With the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody may have been working very hard on a solo thing all by themselves. Somebody may be constantly thinking about somebody at work, a new person that they want to work with. All right? That's how the day's going to start. How's the day going to end? Somebody may come to this aha moment. Yeah. The judgy person is a functioning alcoholic who constantly set the other person up to fail. Can you imagine the narcissism of the person who drinks in front of their spouse, their person, or whatever after they came back from treatment? Who has a house full of alcohol? And say, well, that's their problem. It's not mine. No, it's your problem. It's your problem too, you functioning alcoholic. Okay? We have the 9 of Pentacles. Spirit's going to show a sober person to somebody who's cleaned their life up. This is a dream girl. They can manifest like crazy. They're beautiful. They're abundant. A gardener might mean something. An arbor might mean something. All right, next message. Next message. What's the next message? functioning alcoholic, their ego is out of control. Date. Meeting someone new. Dating. Get back out there. Plan or set a date. Kisses. Unconditionally loving. Giving and receiving affection. Falling in love. Spirits bringing in a new person for, I feel like it's a masculine. A masculine who's cleaned up. They've transcended the lesson of their very toxic, judgy, functioning alcoholic ex. They no longer feel that oppression, that abuse, that whatever. And they're living some kind of sober life now. And Spirit's sending in somebody for them to live that life with. Okay, what's the message from the doves for Capricorn and Libra? What's the message from the doves? If a spouse can't stop drinking and their spouse is an alcoholic, both people have a problem. It's common fucking sense, except to the functioning alcoholic, because the other person is always worse, and so they don't have to own up to their own alcoholism. If somebody doesn't have a dry home to come home to, they're setting someone up to fail with their own alcoholism. But it's easier to always make it the other person's fault. This person may spend a lot of money. Connection and remarkable. Connection. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. I see that game Connect 4 in my mind's eye. Remarkable. Notice everything remarkable about your relationships. All right, there's the message direct from Spirit. If somebody has stopped drinking, Spirit's bringing in a new person who also doesn't drink. And then the functional alcoholic, everything they did, their abuse, everything, everybody's saying, yeah, that person's an alcoholic too. All right, there's the message.